Matt Lentzner here. Let's talk about professional services. Okay, so I've got some great news for everybody. Professional services is a growing industry. It's been growing faster than the economy just overall for years and years and years. It's been going on for a long time. And there's no reason to think it won't continue this. And the reason why is because as companies become more sophisticated, if you're any kind of company, sticking to your core competency is what you want to do. What's the one thing that you do better than everybody else? And then all those other things that are peripheral to that need to get done, like your accounting or your marketing or whatever, but aren't critical to what makes your company unique. You want to outsource that. I mean, ultimately. Personally, I'm a big believer in that business model. I know maybe not everybody shares that view, but I think that that's the way forward. So assuming that I'm right about that, that just means more and more business for professional services because people will be outsourcing more and they're going to want more professional services. And so that just gets going to continue to grow and actually snowball. COVID was a big factor here because I think what COVID did is it kind of broke through something that was already going on, but now sort of everybody saw that it could work, is remote work and remote service delivery, where people were uncomfortable with that before and like that face-to-face interaction. Now I feel like after COVID and after having to go through that ordeal, for all of us, of course, it wasn't all great, but it just forced everybody to become comfortable with remote work. And now that we've gotten there, now that's just a boon. That's just an extra boon for professional services. And what that also allows professional services to do is to start selling into markets where they're not physically present. So the classic model of professional services was, you were someone from your industry and also someone from your local area or your local market, and you sold to that group. It was just very fragmented, and there was just always these big international or national companies, and then you had these local operators, and then the single shingles, the individuals that are working. That was the old ecosystem. And what I've been seeing now for probably 10 years now, like I said, it accelerated after COVID, was that a consolidation. We're getting like regional, and everyone's trying to grow. A medium-sized company, probably over 40 people, can now sell into any market they want to. That opens up all these markets, and then your potential for growth is just that much better. So you could be in a small metropolitan area, but you could be selling across the United States and maybe even potentially into other countries. So that's great, right? Well, it's also a threat because that means that wherever you are and where you're comfortable at, someone from the next city over or even across the country or even from a different country could come in and start competing for your business. This is like a classic sort of economic or business event. And so that just raises the bar. You have winners who will win bigger, and then those people who can't compete, who were sort of in a low competition environment and maybe doing okay, are not going to be able to continue doing that. So it becomes critical for everyone to sort of up their game. You're going to have to be more efficient. Things are going to become more competitive and with pricing and all that kind of stuff. So then the big question is how do you accomplish that? I know I've been teasing everything on all of these different videos I'm doing, but I'm sort of laying all the groundwork here so we know what we're going to be talking about in the future. Like, how do I have a company that's a professional services company that can take advantage of this trend and also defend itself from other companies that are also going to be taking advantage of this trend. We'll talk about that in the future. So I just want to say that down below, if you leave a comment, I read all the comments. If you have a question or even a suggestion for something for me to talk about or an episode idea, I'm happy to hear it. I'll see you in the next one.
This podcast was brought to you by Bizinta. Bizinta is an all-in-one cloud platform for professional service firms that combines time tracking, scheduling, invoicing, project management, and real-time reporting to help teams run operations more efficiently and improve profitability. For more information, click the link below.